Wow. How did we win that? How did we win that game? Liverpool 2, Newcastle 1. First of all, I will be honest. I will honestly say that that's hard done by on Newcastle. Let's just say that that is very, very hard done by on Newcastle. Really, honestly, I thought they played really well tonight. They're an improving Newcastle. Let's just say that they're a very improving Newcastle. Jesus, that was just. That was some game. That was some game. But well done to Newcastle. Thought they played very, very well. But we will obviously discuss about the we'll discuss obviously the match reaction as well. But yeah, it's just wow, amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's see what some of you are saying anyway. Yes, lads, says Elevator Escalator fan. How did Liverpool pull out? Oh, I have no idea. No idea. No idea, to be honest with you. But it's a huge win, that. Absolutely huge win, because I think it's an undeserved win. Let's just be honest. I think that's a very undeserved one. Happy birthday, Fabio Carvalho, the boy from Balham youth team. And it was his birthday yesterday. Good win for Liverpool. Else you have to move on to the next match now. Yes, which is Everton, of course. In my opinion, though we won, we still need reinforcements. We need to fix something we got super lucky. Yes, we got super lucky. We did. We certainly did. And that first half was not great again. That's 8 out of the last 9 matches we've conceded the first goal now. Really, 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 really disappointing. Fabio needs to start against Everton. Yes, I would start him. I would definitely start him against Everton. I would definitely start him. Especially that's now 2 goals in 2 games, and he's made a difference every time he's come on. And I think it was Steve Lydiard, the Fulham fan, who obviously I had on like a couple of weeks back. He said, "Watch out for Carvalho," and wow, Carvalho has done. He's improved. He's improved our team, definitely. Transfer deadline day tomorrow. Here we go. Busy day. I'm happy Isak scored. Yes. From Collymore to Carvalho. Yeah. I actually missed the goal. Because I was literally just about to obviously do my match reaction thing. It was 1-1, and all of a sudden I just see my Twitter come up with Fabio. So very, very well done to Fabio Carvalho. Anyway, since the loss to United, do you think it's just a confidence issue? Do you know what, Dan? I think it's just a case of we have started slow this season. Let me just be honest. We have started slow. We have started very, very slow so far, and I do think that we are not very, very good at the moment. We've not been good most of the season. Let's be honest. But that is a huge, huge win. And yes, I think Newcastle fans can be very, very angry at the fact that they've lost this game because the referee was about to blow up. He only was meant to play 5 minutes and basically played on to I think 97, 98. So I can definitely understand Newcastle's regrets about that, because we were lucky, very, very lucky tonight, very, very lucky. I don't care, we were lucky. Newcastle should be wasting time. It's their own fault. Yes, I think that is the case as well. I think that is the case as well. Another game, we went behind 8 in 9 Premier League games now that we conceded the first. And yes, that is a big, big thing as well. Are you doing an Everton preview with anybody, for example? I have no idea, to be honest. The timing of obviously the games is very, very difficult for me. But I can try. I can obviously try. I might actually get in touch with Everton. Klopp obviously spoke well with Fabio, even as he was a Fulham. Yep, he certainly did. Me and my dad hugged each other after shouting the house down with the winner. Yeah, I mean, I was as well. To be honest. Everton next, and then the opening UEFA Champions League game is Napoli. By the way, if you're a Liverpool fan, we pray for you, because last time Liverpool faced Napoli fans attacked Liverpool. Yes, I do know that. I certainly know that as well. For those going to the game. Great win for us. Harsh on Newcastle, but Carvalho has to start against Everton, and Isak was brilliant as well. Yes, let's talk about Alexander Isak. Basically had his work permit done. I think it was about 3 o'clock, and that meant he was obviously going to play this game. He was fantastic. Like, there's no better debuts for Alexander Isak for that. It was fantastic, wasn't it? A really, really impressive debut, and a fantastic goal as well. And no more than Newcastle deserved in that first half, because we have to look at that positive, and that Isak is a fantastic finish. But what on earth were Jordan Henderson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Fabinho doing for that goal? Because Fabinho doesn't track the run of Miguel Almiron. He doesn't track the runner of Miguel Almiron, plays it straight to Isak. And to be fair to Isak, it's a fantastic goal, because he's had to basically like lift that into the roof of the net. Fantastic finish from a very, very good striker. And Newcastle fans, I think you've got a bit of a gem on your hands there. I think he is going to be a very, very good player for you guys as well. So you go into half time, and you know what? We were lucky that we weren't 2 down. We were lucky we weren't 2 down. And then obviously Isak gets that second goal. I mean, I'm starting to wonder why we need VAR, because let's be honest, that goal, he was literally, his toenail was offside. His toenail is literally offside for that. I mean, I'm just getting to the stage now. Why do we need VAR? But do you know what? Isak had a very, very good debut today. And then obviously a very good passing move from Harvey Elliott, who I thought was outstanding yet again. Harvey Elliott is proving to be very undroppable right now in the Liverpool team. He is proving to be very, very undroppable in this Liverpool team so far. Another fantastic performance from him as well. Jordan Henderson, for me, I think he needs to be dropped. I'm sorry, I'm just saying it now. I think Jordan Henderson needs to be dropped. I think his performances have been great. And I badly hope we get midfielders tomorrow. I really, really do. I really, really do, that we hope we get somebody in. Because if we don't, then, you're going to have to rely on... obviously, James Milner. I mean, Naby Keita. I mean, Curtis Jones is back on the bench tonight. That's good to see as well. But we need midfielders, and we need them badly, because we need reinforcements. Because we looked jaded, we looked tired, we just look very, very knackered, and just something has gone from the Liverpool players' minds. Big game on Saturday, especially. As well. The problem Newcastle had is not just time wasting, is faking injuries as well. Yeah, I mean, there were a couple of players going down with obviously cramp as well. Did Klopp really say in the Man United interview that we lost 2-1 because time run out? I believe he did. Evening all. Hello, Owen. Hope you're good. Craig's been well and truly papered over, Douglas. I'm delighted we won. Don't get me wrong, but we look awful. Yes, we do. And that is a harsh reality. Trent, again, poor, very poor. Is it now time to play him in midfield and maybe get an actual better right back? Maybe it is, because defensively, Trent isn't all that. He isn't. And I'll say that now. He is not all that defensively. Balls like over the top of his head. He's not great. And then tonight again, he was just poor. He played the Isak on as well, so very, very poor defensively. But you know what? We were lucky to win tonight as well. I was saying when we entered stoppage time, the Klopp better not make an excuse. He can now make an excuse for Newcastle losing because we won. Yep, that's true. If Carvalho doesn't start against Everton, then I give up. Fraser Football, we got lucky there. We certainly did get lucky. Didn't we? We didn't deserve to win. Hendo got to be dropped. He's finished. Yep, I'm going to say this now. I think Henderson needs to be dropped. I think he's not the Henderson that he once was. He's still our captain. He will still be our captain, and he's not going to go anywhere. But he cannot start games now. He cannot start games going forward. I think the only games he could probably start are probably like the big games, like your Manchester Cities, your like Arsenal's, your Chelsea's. Against sort of like teams like Newcastle are going to be a big six team as soon as you like. Look, they've got the money, they've got the they've got the prowess now to probably go out and get players. And Isak is the start of it. I think Isak is going to be a fantastic signing for Newcastle, and especially if they even get like Jared Pedro in deadline day, then Chris Wood is going to be on the way out of Newcastle. There's no denying that. He won't be getting his game anyway, but Joe Linton tonight, he was very, very good. Target, very, very good. Dan Burn, very, very good. Lascelles, he was all right. Trippier, very, very good as well. So Newcastle have got a very good team, and I think people need to start realising that Newcastle are going to be a pain in the backside for anybody. I've been very, very impressed with Newcastle, and I think they will be only getting better for sure. But yeah, Fraser, I absolutely agree with what you say about Henderson. I think he does need to be dropped. Should Bobby start over Darwin at the weekend? Because Bobby goal today in 5 contributions, a 9-0 win, and Darwin 1 goal, 1 assist and a red card. Yes, for me, I think Bobby Firmino should start. I think Firmino should start, in my opinion. I think he should. Because he again is undroppable for me. He's undroppable. He certainly is undroppable at the moment. Do you think Henderson is good enough? I think it's time, Owen, that he needs to not start more games, in my opinion. I think it's one of those ones where you just have to say, look, Jordan, you've done fantastically for this football club, but it's just time to let younger and energetic players get starts now. Because for me, the midfield probably going forward would probably be Fabinho, Thiago and Elliott. That would be my midfield 3 going forward for sure. It's time to say to James Milner, the next season, or this season will be your last. So you'll be going. It's time to tell Ox you're going to go, and it's also time to tell Keita that he's not good enough. So he'll probably go as well. But Jordan Henderson has been a fantastic captain for Liverpool. He will still be our most successful captain. No, there's no denying that. But it is time for him to step aside and let younger players come in, because Carvalho, Elliott, that midfield against Everton is going to be so key, because in my honest opinion, I think it should be Fabinho, Carvalho, Elliott. Like obviously, if Thiago's back, then obviously fantastic. If obviously, Curtis Jones is, Keita, like if they're back, then. But look at what Carvalho has done in 2 games. Come off the bench against Bournemouth, scored. Come off the bench against Manchester United, made a bit of an impact. Come off the bench against Fulham, made a bit of an impact. Come off the bench against Palace, made an impact. Come off the bench tonight, scores the winner. So. You know what? I think there's argument to say that Carvalho, Elliott, and Fabinho is the midfield 3 for Saturday. I honestly do. I love Hendo as a captain, but Hendo finished right now. Yes, absolutely agree with you. Guys, there's 31 of you watching. Thank you very, very much for watching so far. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel. As well. That's true. Fake injuries from the Magpies, and they were responsible for their loss. At one point, Newcastle had players down injured in our penalty area. Yes, they did. You had to change the title, yeah. I had to change the title, yeah. I had to change the title. Yeah, look, it was just one of those, wasn't it? It was one of those, but yeah, I had to change the title very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. That is a sign of class. We don't play well, but still get 3 points when the subs come on. We played much better. Yeah, and especially Manchester United have obviously beaten Nottingham Forest 6-0 tonight as well. So big thing. Going to be big 7? Well, fingers crossed, Mike. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I predicted Newcastle to be 6th at the start of the season. That prediction could be accurate. They look really good despite losing. Yes, I was very impressed with Newcastle. And whoever decided to make Joe Linton a midfielder is an absolute genius. He was very good tonight. he was very good in that midfield tonight. Like, Joe Linton is a re-energized player. He is fantastic in that midfield. No wonder, like, he was like, people made like, people basically ridiculed him when he was a striker. I tell you something, he is a very good midfield player. He is a very, very good midfield player. Well, win against a good side. F this to Liverpool. Bullshit. Newcastle shouldn't waste time, then they should. It's their own fault. Crucial we got this win to continue momentum up the Reds. You got a link, mate? Yes, I do. I do, John. I'll get you in a minute. Carvalho should start. Hendo benched. Absolutely. Liverpool need a deadline day signing. Yep. Send the link. I'll certainly send the link. Don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. Do not worry about that. Give me a minute, Michael, and give me a minute, John, as well. I'll get you guys on shortly. But let me just go through the comments. How many hours left in the transfer market? There'll be 25 hours left. 25 hours left. Yeah, 24 says more sport, Mike. Maybe get Mono at right back because he did more than Trent at right back today. We can't keep relying on James Milner. This is the thing. We cannot rely on James Milner at 37 years of age to come on and make a difference, right? He should not be starting games. You should not be starting with James Milner. James freaking Milner. Sorry, Les. I don't know if you're in here or not, but James freaking Milner. You cannot be starting games now with him. You shouldn't be. We got out of jail tonight. That first half performance nearly cost us the game. There is one or two players that need to be dropped. Yep, absolutely indeed. Right, Michael, I'm just going to send you the link now, buddy. I'm just going to send you the link now. And also, John, I'll be sending you the link as well. I think that's sent. Give me a minute. Yeah, that's now sent, Michael. And John, I'll give you the link as well. I'll give you the link as well, mate. Right, there we go. And we'll go through some rest of the comments. Yeah, Seamus, let me know what players do you think need to be dropped. I thought that wouldn't even be a corner. I thought the ref would just blow. I thought he did as well. I thought he would as well. Congratulations on the win. Yeah, Nicola, we got our out of jail free card there. Definitely. Liverpool 5th in the league right now. Up the Europa League Reds. Nah, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. Some Liverpool fans left. They regret it now. Mad. Hope we sign a midfielder tomorrow. Keep praying. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. Oopsie daisy. I've just gone in the private chat. I did not mean to do that at all. So there we go. I think Chelsea are in more of a crisis than us, to be honest. I would agree. Who should they sign on deadline day? Douglas Luiz seems to be the one that seems to be gathering a bit of pace recently. I don't know. To be honest. Yuri Tillemans has been mentioned as well. It's definitely going to be someone short term anyway. I know that. I pretty much know that. Limer's not coming, I don't think. Alexander Isaac looks like a baller scoring on his debut. He certainly does. Nope, you can say James Milner. Had we got a draw tonight, the banter would be immense because City won 6-0. Yes, it would have been. And Holland got a hat-trick. Yes, if you are fantasy football players, then I have Holland and I have Salah. So, yeah, I think I might have to consider captaining Holland, possibly. For me, Henderson, Robbo and Trent need to start looking over their shoulder. I would agree. Signed Fratesi from Sassuolo. He's a baller. Fratesi. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We need to have another discussion. Mohamed Salah's form. Is he out of form? That goal against Fulham. Well, actually, there's someone there. There's someone on there. Oh, Michael, bro. Michael. We got our out of jail free with that.
Hey, can you say it again, Doug? I couldn't hear you.
Basically, we got our out of jail free card with that.
Oh my God, Doug! In these days, I love being a Liverpool fan, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I really do. We did not deserve to win that game. You can just see that there's still flaws in this team, but we won, so can't really complain that much. And Carvalho
No.
stepping up off the bench. Look, we were absolutely dreadful in that first half. No creativity, no pressing, no intensity. Where was the Bournemouth game from? So in the Bournemouth game, we were so intense with the pressing, with the ball movement. Then today, slow, lethargic. Okay, we'll get it out wide. We'll see what we can do from there. I don't understand how that can change like that in 5 days in the first half. I really don't, from Jurgen Klopp and the players' mentality. Then we get to the second half. Great goal, great pass from Salah, and then obviously we didn't even test Pope. He had a couple shots, but they were all so easily towards him at the center that he didn't have to make a spectacular save that we know Nick Pope can do. And then that just reminded me of coming to Everton. The ball's kind of bouncing a little bit, and then it just falls to the right person at the right time. And Carvalho, just an unbelievable finish, and we got lucky. I don't know what else to say. We got extremely lucky in that game. But Doug, we have to have a couple of talking points from that game. One, of course, is going to be Hendo. Look, we know Hendo is not the same Hendo as he is anymore. And Jurgen Klopp just needs to understand that, okay, he can have a different role in this team. It's not the end of the world. This will happen to some players. Maybe it's come a little bit too early for Henderson, and I understand that, maybe Klopp is just trying to use every last little energy. It's like a battery, right? It's not working on the light, but you still want to try and use it, but it might not be working because the flash might come on, but the whole light bulb will not come on. That's Henderson right now. Then I look at Salah, and okay, he got the assist, but what else did he do in the game? Is that because he doesn't get enough service from the midfield? Is it because Trent's not doing more overlapping runs as he used to do? So I'm not worried with Salah, but the last couple of performances have not been to the par of the guy we have paid $350,000 a week. And then I just think offensively we went back to what we were against United, against Crystal Palace, which was slow ball movement, no passes from either side. So look, I'm happy with the win though. I'll take the win any day. And we have the Merseyside derby on the weekend. It looks like we're getting Matip back. Thiago's back in training, I believe. Jota's coming back to training tomorrow, but he's going to be out for 3 weeks. And hey, Zidane 2.0, AK's Darwin Núñez is coming back for the Merseyside derby. So at least we got the win. That's the main thing.
Yeah, John, how are you feeling after that, mate?
Frustrated, angry, annoyed, disappointed.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, we get the win. I'm happy with the win. Glad we get the 3 points, but we shouldn't have got that win. We didn't deserve 3 points.
No, definitely not.
We could have lost that game very easily. And if the club don't get their finger out and do something quick, this season could go seriously bad.
Yeah.
If you think about it, had they had St. Maximin and if they had their full strength team, they would have beat us easily.
Oh yeah.
I said last week that Bournemouth game papered over the cracks. And for me tonight,
100%. 100%.
Tonight proved that papered over the cracks, and this win does not help us. People will say, we got the win, we get the 3 points, that's all that matters. Yes.
Yeah.
But a stronger team is going to kill us. I'm genuinely scared about the Everton game at the weekend.
Would you start Carvalho in that game?
100%. 100%.
And is it now time to drop the captain?
For me, yeah. Yes. He needs the whole bench. There is an argument to say to drop Trent.
Yeah.
Trent hasn't been great.
Yeah, but for Brandon, who, though? That's the problem.
Yeah, Brandon, that offside was marginal at best. marginal at best.
I genuinely think he was onside.
I thought he was onside as well. But do you know what? Isak, we have to speak about Isak, right? Newcastle got a gem of a player on their hands. I mean, I thought he had a fantastic debut. He's a proper number 9, and he's definitely going to score a lot of goals for Newcastle if given the service, of course.
100%.
Of course. I mean, look, Alexander Isak, the biggest problem with Alexander Isak is been watching him since 16 years old at AEK. He's just not clinical enough. That's his biggest. He's got all the talent in the world. He's got the touch. He's got the movement. He just is not clinical. So if he can be clinical, they got a generational striker, in my opinion. I think he's fantastic. I really do. I just think the last season at Real Sociedad wasn't the greatest. But if he can put performances like that, damn. Especially against the top teams in the Premier League, Newcastle got a player that they can build around, right? He's the centerpiece of the Newcastle project now. 22 years old, going to be there for 5 to 6 years. So, top player, in my opinion.
Yeah, Elevator and Escalate fan said Salah was a statue today. Yeah, Motorsport Magpie, the link is in the chat if you want to come on and have your say. I mean, you guys did not deserve to lose tonight. And I have to say, Newcastle are resurgent, and I think they'll have a very good season. I've been very impressed with them. Elliott carried us through most of that game. Harvey Elliott has been our best player this season. I don't care what anybody else says.
Agreed.
Harvey Elliott has been our best player this season.
This is my problem. We can't keep relying on Elliott and Carvalho to bail us out of games. They're too young.
Yeah.
We're going to end up ruining them kids.
I think had Newcastle's goal stood, they would have won because I don't think we would have had it in us to score at the death to salvage a point. That's very true. Nunes has to start. It opens the game up more for Motu. I understand we can't drop Bobby in form, but Nunes needs to be on the pitch as he can score. He'll be our top scorer come season end. So they're asked the question, do you go from the 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1? Because there's my wee thinking there.
I go 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, I would as well.
I think the 4-3-3 for me is done.
Yeah.
Too many teams have worked this out. They know how we line up, they know how we play. Change it up and see what happens.
Definitely. We went for the same thing over and over again with the same diagonal passes. Yeah, we did. I was ready to have another rant before Carvalho scored. Michael's had to go. Liverpool bailing out of jail in the last minute. Carvalho needs to replace Henderson. Henderson is past his prime. All he needs at the moment is to motivate players in the dressing room. Carvalho needs to start as soon as possible. 100% agree. I think some Liverpool players have physical exhaustion. Yes, I would agree. Prediction about Everton, I'll go Everton 0, Liverpool 3. I would take 1-0 right now. I would take 1-0 in the derby. I think Salah did brilliantly today. 2 shots and 6 key passes when against Dan Burn, and target is very good. His passing accuracy was much better too. Of course, we deserve the win, you melt. Right, okay. Well, thank you for giving me a view. I do appreciate it. There's the link for if anybody wants. There's the link if anybody wants to come on and have their say. Maybe we should sign De Jong because Bellingham probably won't happen. I think De Jong will make this midfield much better than it is now. It's going to be an interesting day tomorrow. It's going to be a very, very interesting day. Let me just say it. We're going to destroy Everton, says Owen. Their goal should have stood. I would agree. It should have stood. With the way of Pope, Botman, Bruno G, Wilson, Isaac will fit. Yeah, I know. Newcastle are scary. Newcastle are a scary outfit. They're a scary outfit this season.
100%.
I feel bad for Nottingham Forest. They just wanted a nice trip to the Etihad and say you had to do that. Yep, 6-0. Yeah, Newcastle were... Yes, I would agree. I feel like Newcastle could have easily won this game. And Arsenal at the top of the Premier League is like that elephant at the top of the tree. Nobody knows how it got there, but everybody knows it will fall over. Apparently Henderson's picked up a hamstring injury, and if you're celebrating this, you're not a Liverpool fan in my eyes. Oh dear. That's the last thing we need. That is the last thing we need. Sorry, I got a child in my arm at the moment crying away. You wouldn't hear me if they might be a Bournemouth fan. No worries, Dave. No worries. I don't think we're signing a midfielder. Liverpool's victory was fair, but what about the time? Was it correct that it lasted 8 minutes instead of 5 minutes? No, I don't think it. I think the fact the referee put on 5 minutes to then sort of allow not 2.5 more minutes. Yeah,
maybe if you allowed maybe a minute, but not an extra 3 minutes. That's no.
I would agree. Michael's back. You all right?
Yeah, the internet went out for a little bit. I don't know what happened.
No worries. However, I don't like the Everton game is an early kickoff. It should be a 12:30 kickoff American time. Was that like 7:30 in the evening? You wouldn't get a Merseyside derby at 7:30 in the evening. Let me just say that on a Sunday. Pictures all over Twitter of Jesse Marsh pointing to his watch. Newcastle missing Callum Wilson, Saint-Maximin, Bruno Guimaraes, John Joe Shelby, and resting Sven Botman and Fabio Carvalho. Newcastle will be class once all back. I would agree with that. I never celebrate injuries, whether it's a rival team or not. It's never nice to see someone get injured in a football match. Yeah, Michael, apparently Henderson's got a hamstring injury.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that's a shame. I mean, look, we can ridicule and discuss about Hendo, but we never want to see a player go down. That's the worst thing to happen to anybody.
I'll put this question both of you. If we don't go tomorrow and sign at least one midfielder, are we in trouble?
John, we're not going to sign anybody. We're not going to sign anybody.
Probably not. But we know these players, yes, they're coming back, but we all know for a fact these players are going to get injured again. They're all injured players.
I agree. But I just don't think FSG want to spend money. They just don't want to spend money, these guys. They spent all their money on Darwin Núñez, and that was it. Carvalho Núñez, that's it. They saw 80 million. Okay, they said, you know what? We can't spend any more money. We gotta keep sufficient. We gotta be revenue FC. I'm done, man. I want us to sign a midfielder. Bloody want to, but we're not going to. I just don't understand from FSG's and Klopp's point of view. You are linked to Tchouaméni. You wanted to sign him, and then you don't sign a midfielder. It just doesn't make any sense to me. The only way we sign somebody tomorrow is for 15 to 20 million pounds, and that might be Tillemans, or would Douglas Luiz cost that much? Do you guys think?
I mean, 20 million seems to be the asking price for from Aston Villa, so I'm not sure.
Well, there's talk. It's right about you get him in Tillemans for under 40 million.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
If we can't afford 40 million, then I'm sorry, there's something wrong with the club.
Oh yeah. I think as well. I think it's the fact that Klopp feels that he's happy with his squad, but the thing is, it should be up to, like, the owner should be, backing him. But if Klopp doesn't want to, improve the squad, then that's obviously down to the manager. But for me, if we don't strengthen, we're in big trouble.
If you listen to his quotes, Klopp turns and says, I'm not in control of what I can spend. He wants a midfielder, but he's not in control of what he can spend. He's told how much he has available, and that is it. No, not a penny more. So for me, that comes down to FSG. And it comes down to Julian Ward. It's too much of a coincidence that Michael Edwards left this season. Why did he leave? Did he leave because he's seen this coming? He was told there would not be money available to improve the squad to the levels that it need to be improved.
I think that's probably down to some of it. Yes, I would absolutely agree with that. I honestly want to see somebody come in tomorrow, but
do you think that's going to happen, Doug?
Do I think it's going to happen? Probably no.
Right. So,
but you never know on deadline day. You never know on deadline day.
If nothing happens tomorrow and these results keep happening, how long is it going to take for people to wake up and realize that FSG are not the owners, the can take us to that next level.
Oh, I already knew this after the Super League and after January 2021 when we signed Kabak and some dude who never showed up for us, aka Ben Davis. And if you talk to, I've talked to some Boston Red Sox fans. They are also very pissed with FSG because they have completely left their squad in tatters. They don't sign the best players to good contracts. So I think they're FSG are just focused on their new project, which is the ice hockey team, because they just purchased it last year. That's what they're focused on. And that's what they want to put all the money into.
Red Sox hate them. So do. The reason FSG won't sell Liverpool is because Liverpool are probably the biggest thing they own. Liverpool grew their brand.
Yeah.
So if FSG sell Liverpool, their whole brand shrinks.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want to sell. But then they may own the football club, yes. But are they in charge of the football club? No, because the football club belongs to the fans.
It's a fascinating thing what's happened now with us. I mean,
wait. Go ahead, Doug. Sorry.
Honestly, like, watch this evening, and the first sort of there's a lack of creativity in that team. There's a lack of creativity. Like, we're having to rely on like a 19-year-old Harvey Elliott, and then a 20-year-old Fabio Carvalho, who obviously celebrated his 20th birthday, and obviously happy birthday, Fabio Carvalho. But this is the thing. I said it earlier. Fabio Carvalho, in all the games he's played this season, he's made an impact when he's came on.
Yep.
But how long?
So he has to start.
But how long can we keep relying on him? Look at what we did with Michael Owen. We burnt him out.
I know. I don't want that to happen to Harvey Elliott.
You don't want that to happen to our young player. You're just going to ruin his career going forward.
Yeah. Morris Burmai Pie says he wants Shelby back. I was saying add on maybe one more minute, but 3 boy. We were lucky. Yeah, we were. Isaac looks a baller, took his goal well. Yes. I think it's just that it's a real shame that we won't see him at the World Cup, because I think he would be a big player for Sweden. Definitely. Well deserved one for Liverpool, which made the coaches angry at each other for the 2-1 situation after. To be honest, I didn't see that. At the end.
It was a bit of a disagreement with the coaches at the end of the match.
Right. Okay. We can go for Asensio on loan. I don't see Asensio coming. I don't see anybody coming, to be honest. But as I said, you never know. You never know. It's on deadline day, of course. Liverpool now unbeaten in 12 games against Newcastle. Yeah, when was the last time they beat us? I'm thinking 2015, the last time they beat us, I think.
2016, was it?
It was when Van Alden scored both times at the at St James's Park. So that would be 2015-16.
Aye, 2015. Aye.
And Ramsey, yeah. I think once we get Ramsey back, once we get Jota back, once we get Thiago back, then I think we'll be fine. But if I'm being honest, I really want someone to come in tomorrow. I really want to see somebody come in tomorrow, but we'll just never know. Can't see us signing anyone. I think they'll probably look at midfield and by then it might be too late.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
If we don't sign anyone tomorrow, right? I don't really want to say this, but could our top 4 hopes be in jeopardy?
No.
If this form at the minute continues.
If we continue having to scrape by teams like this, obviously Newcastle are a good team, but if we're going to have to work hard for every single game, plus the Champions League, which we have a tough group in where we're going to have 6 tough games, we're in for a long season. And I'm not saying that, we're going to finish outside the top 4, but we're going to have to grind out each and every result. We're not going to have 9-0 or 3-0 blowouts every game. We're going to have last-minute winners or just some individual brilliance from Diaz or Salah. That's what I see this season. And I knew it I knew it in the summer because we didn't sign anybody. And we saw what the flaws were in this team. Continuously the midfield. and we did absolutely nothing about it. So just got to pray that Klopp does his magic again, because he is working. I don't know what he's doing. He's got some magical spells on this team.
Yeah. If there are any Leicester fans in here, how does it feel being bottom of the league? Yeah, they are actually bottom of the league. I did see that. Hello, Ali News. Thank you very much for tuning in. Leicester versus Manchester United tomorrow. It's going to be 1-1 with both teams getting goals that should have been disallowed. Interesting. I don't know. Why write the season after 5 games? I'm not writing the season off. No. I'm definitely not writing the season off.
No one's doing it. What I'm trying to say is, if we continue on this form with injury-prone players without reinforcing the squad, it could turn ugly very, very quickly.
Yeah, hard times. We need middle. We need midfielders. We won at home in the 98th minute against Newcastle. We need a change. Apparently, Jordan Henderson's picked up an injury. If we don't sign a midfielder from this, what will? Yeah, I know. I can't believe Liverpool are closing their eyes on Yuri T of Leicester. Yes, I know. I don't know either. I do not know either. Guys, there's 78 of you watching. Please remember to obviously hit that like button. It does obviously help the algorithm and it gets more people to obviously watch this. But so thank you very much for tuning in this evening. I really do appreciate it. Hassan El Joma, I think you are new. If you are new, then please hit that subscribe button. FSG needs to sell the club to Arabs. They're after money, and they are not making it transfer to fake Asian midfielders. They're letting Klopp down.
No, not for me.
I wouldn't like to see us. No, Arabs. No, definitely not. Definitely not.
I want to see all the right owners are going to take care of the club. I don't want some owner coming in going, right, I'm going to spend 400 million every single transfer window. That's not what I want.
No, definitely not.
I want someone to come in and go, right, if you need this player, you can get this player.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about 400 million every summer. We're talking maybe 100 million there, 100 million here, maybe 60 million there, 50 million. Them kind of signings.
Yeah, in my opinion, Liverpool win the UEFA Champions League group with 12 points, 4 wins, 2 losses. I think we'll win the UEFA Champions League. We do Madrid of last season, where we have to come back in every game. I really hope your optimism is something elevating Escalator fan, because we shall see. Nicholas Okring, thank you for tuning in. I think you are new around here. We need Tielemans. To be honest, I would go for Tielemans. I would go for Tielemans.
Okay. He wouldn't be my first choice, but him under Klopp could really improve.
Have we ever had a Belgian midfielder? I don't think we have.
Don't think so.
I don't think we have. Spurs have been Spursy again, but drawn to West Ham. Yeah, there were some weird results, definitely. If you look at Salah record, he didn't do squad since back from the Africa Cup. His mentality got damaged by his teammate and still lost. Here's another question for you guys. Do you think Salah's new contract has given a bit of... Do you think it's divided the squad a little bit?
I did not want you to ask that question. I really did not want to ask that question.
Michael?
Oh, there we go. I don't think it's just divided the squad, but he has to perform. I don't care what anybody says. You have to get the goal scoring that you've been showing in the last couple of seasons to deserve that contract. Yes, he's played a little bit better today, I thought. But I just think that also his teammates are not helping him whatsoever, because you see at times he got double teamed by Target and Dan Burn today. Against Manchester United, he got double teamed by Malacia and Martinez. He had a good game against Bournemouth. He should have scored 2 goals. I have no clue how he didn't miss those chances against Bournemouth. So Salah needs to improve desperately, because we're going to need him at times this season. And a lot of times, because we don't have a lot of goal scorers on this team. Our midfield doesn't score, except for Carvalho, it looks like, and Harvey Elliott. But we're not going to get that play consistently throughout the season. So Salah needs to step up in the big moments. We got lucky today because he played, I think, okay, right? I would give him like a 6 out of 10, but I need to see consistently 7 to 10 out of 10 performances.
Is he maybe?
But I don't think
compliant. Is he maybe become compliant because of a new contract? is maybe thinking myself, right, I've got that big weeds now. I don't need to go that extra mile to prove myself.
It's an interesting question, but I do think that it is definitely a discussion point for sure. The backline holds and passes the ball at the back too much. I miss Matip. Yeah. Do we see Matip maybe coming in for Gomez on Saturday?
Like I said, I play Gomez right back, Matip, Verge, in semi.
You would drop Trent.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that one. I would keep Trent. He was taken off in the 60th minute today. Maybe that's just precaution and just also because he was tired.
Mane had a great role in the team. He played for Salah. Mane works a lot with all these games. Hello, Richard McLeod. What matters the most now is results. Yes, 100%. 100%. It doesn't matter how you win. It doesn't, I don't care if it goes off like someone's backside, it goes into the back of the net. Like obviously Carvalho scoring the winning goal tonight, like hitting it off the underside of the crossbar and it goes in. I don't care how it goes in, as long as we win the games is the most important. Is definitely that. Sorry, if you waste time in 90 minutes, don't expect the clock to stop in 95. Of course, time will be added. That's very true. Are any of you guys going to the Napoli game? If so, be careful because of the ultras. Napoli went to Anfield with golf clubs last time we faced Napoli. Yeah, I do remember that. If you can't score, at least do something. Salah's creating chances for us. He is. But he does have 2 goals a season so far.
Apparently, there's more than one club in for Douglas Lewis. Liverpool are among the club, but are fight for a signature. We're not
so we're going to get into a bidding war, and then we're not going to buy him. I already see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I can see that as well. Liverpool made a big mistake to have tied Salah instead of Mane. People didn't realise how great Mane was. He was superstar than Salah, I believe. Yeah, but the thing is about that though, Hassan, is that Mane wanted to leave since February last season. He wanted to leave. I think he wanted a new challenge. Look, I think Salah, obviously, he's staying. Him staying is very, very good for us. But he needs to show it. He needs to show it now. He definitely needs to, start scoring, for sure. For the people who said we never should have sold Mane, don't forget that he wanted to leave. Yeah, exactly what I've just said. And I suppose we kept him. He would have been poor because of the fact he didn't get his move.
Sorry, you can't stop a player from leaving the club. If he wants to leave, then you have to let him leave.
Yeah, definitely. We should let Salah go when he asked to double his salary. Jota have 4-5 million, Salah 90 million. That's really fair for many. Should not worry with Salah, but Firmino. No, I thought Firmino was all right the night. I thought.
What was wrong with Firmino?
I didn't see anything wrong with Firmino. I'm midfielder with Calabria. I mean, BT gave the man of the match to Alexander Isak. Who would your man of the match be tonight, Michael?
Harvey Elliott. But he was everywhere on the pitch. He was the creator for us. He created the dangerous chances. I thought Harvey Elliott was once again great and our best player on the pitch. I was actually surprised he started, to be honest, because he came off at halftime in the last game, and I think that was because of precaution for an injury. So I was shocked to see him starting and played the full 90 minutes. So I got to give it to Harvey, though. I thought he was good. Really, really good once again.
John?
I would agree with Harvey Elliott. I would. But I would give it to Carvalho just because it's his birthday and he scored the winner.
Yeah, I think so as well. Before obviously we go, we'll obviously discuss about Saturday's Merseyside derby. Look, Everton haven't been in the best of form. Obviously, neither have we. What would your starting 11 be for that game on Saturday? I'll start with Michael first. What would your starting 11 be?
Alisson, Trent, Matip if he can start. If he can't start, then of course Gomez, Van Dijk. I honestly would go with Tsimikas. I don't know what's going on with Robo nowadays. I don't know if he's just fatigued or what, but This is not the Robo though that I know. Maybe he just needs a game on the bench and bring in Tsimikas. Then I would go Fabinho. I have a strange feeling Klopp is going to go with Milner and Harvey Elliott. I wouldn't be surprised. No, because it's just that it's a derby match. If the two kids, you're going to have obviously who's in the midfield, Alex Iwobi and obviously Andre Onana. Those are very physical midfielders for Everton. So I would go Carvalho, but I could see Klopp going with Milner, and then I would go with the same front three. That's my lineup. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of worried for that game. It just smells like
I am as well.
It just smells like Manchester United 2.0, where they're not in great form. We're not playing the best. We might underestimate them, and we could lose. I could easily see that happening, especially at Goodison Park. Never easy. So I'm not confident heading into that game, even though I should be, because Everton, they don't look the greatest.
Yeah, John, what would you go with?
I go Ali, Gomez, Matip, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Fab, Elliott, Carvalho, Diaz, Bobby, Salah.
Yeah. I would go along the same wavelength, except I think Trent will probably start, but I would go Ali, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Fab. I honestly would start the two in midfield. I would honestly start Carvalho and Elliott together. I honestly would. And then I think it'll be Diaz, Bobby, and Salah. I cannot see for the life of me how Darwin Núñez walks straight back in. I just cannot see it.
If Núñez starts that game, he's getting sent off.
Yeah. When you've got like who was it, like Tarkowski and Cody, like they'll just wind him up. And then obviously you've got on the left side, you've obviously got Mikalenko, you've got Nathan Patterson, who likes a yellow card as well. And I mean, he will probably make his debut in this game, but Neil Mopey is their Richarlison for me.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you guys think is the problem with Robo? Do you think he's just tired, or what do you think is up with him?
He's absolutely shattered. He's played too many games.
He's played way too many games and
stupid international friendlies.
Yeah, like he plays in the Nations League.
I don't get that. I understand he's captain of Scotland. Yeah, fair enough.
And Scotland has the best left backs. You guys have all the left backs in the world, pretty much.
That's our best position at the moment is left backs.
Yep.
He played every single game last season, and he's still playing for Scotland in a stupid friendly.
Yeah. And he was injured for one of them as well.
The Nations League is a stupid friendly to me.
Oh,
it's a pointless tournament.
I mean, I'm not going to call it a pointless tournament because obviously Scotland got there by the Nations League. They managed to get to the Euros from that. So I'm not going to call it a pointless tournament. But what I will say is Andy Robertson has played way too many games. He's played probably... I mean, there was obviously that graph that like there were some players that were in the red zone, and Trent and Robbo were definitely in the red zone. So they played way too many games. But the problem is you've not got players to come in and take, like James Milner. I never want to see him at right back.
No,
never want to see him at right back again. Yes,
I know he was right back last. Do you remember when James Milner was right back last season against Man City at home?
Against Man City, and he should have been sent off.
Yep,
he should have been sent off.
Honestly, I rate Tsimikas. I think we got to start him for a couple of games. I think he's quality. I really do. Maybe he's not the greatest defensively compared to Robbo, but I think he adds so much. I think he adds more offensively than Robbo at the moment because he can actually make those overlapping runs. Even though Robbo did it a couple of times today, but you could just tell at the end of the first half he was shattered, absolutely tired.
Oh yeah, definitely. And
Simi come on tonight. Simi changes the game.
Yep, exactly.
I would agree. I would absolutely agree. But we move on to obviously Saturday, and I mean, I am not looking forward. I never look forward to the derby games, especially at Goodison.
I hate it.
Do we have to discuss this one? Do we really have to talk with this?
Plus tomorrow with the transfer window. Oh man, I hate it. I hate it. Somebody just end this transfer window, please, because it's going to be next summer, and then it's going to be next summer, and then it's going to be next summer with this freaking club.
As a minute goes on, I'm literally losing her as a second goes on here.
If a player wants to leave your club, you let them leave. Yep. Isak was really good for Newcastle, but I'm going to go for Fabio, says Elliott and fan. Salah's Chris, I've been selfish now. He's playing more of a team game. Moreover, he's not getting the supply he needs. He has been involved in goals, though not directly. Yep, I would absolutely agree with that. Firmino's okay against small teams. Watch Hendo all game. Not even one single forward pass. We cannot create chances without players who create in middle. Nope, absolutely not. Why does Klopp struggle to sign players after all the trophies? It's a weird one. It is a very, very weird one.
Sorry, Doug. Not that I don't want to talk about everything, but actually, I just got a text message from Mrs. I actually do need to go. It's not that I want to avoid the everything show, but I actually do genuinely need to go just now.
No worries. No worries.
But again, thank you very much for having me on. And please, everyone, like, subscribe to Doug's channel. Obviously, fantastic guy. I've met him personally. You could not meet a nicer person. So please like and subscribe to this channel. You share it out wide. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it.
Thanks, John. See you later.
See you later, mate.
See you later. Yeah, Sebastian, we're just about to obviously finish up, I'm afraid. Why is Klopp trusting Henderson? He's no impact except Milner and maybe Carvalho instead, and Elliott is good. Yeah. We cannot start James Milner. Just can't.
What I tell you, Doug, before the start of the season, we cannot play this guy anymore in the midfield. I don't want to criticize him because he's done very good stuff for our club. When we first signed him, I was like, okay, why are we paying so much money for Henderson from Sunderland? Okay, he justified the price tag. He performed so well. There just comes a time when a player needs to move on. Similar to Aspilicueta at Chelsea. You saw how bad he was yesterday? It's the exact same thing. You cannot keep these players.
Yeah, this game reminded me of the 2-1 against Leicester when we had a dodgy pen to win us the game with the last kick of the match. Milner scored from that. Bournemouth actually got a point against Wolves, 0-0, which is very, very good. Carvalho is going to become a Liverpool superstar. Yeah, I think he will be. Klopp likes players to run 90 minutes. Hendo, Milner, Robo, Firmino will always play. Hope he will buy one good midfield. Well,
no, we shall see. See, the problem is Klopp just loves these players. I think it's just that's his problem. He loves these players too much. They're his family, right? And of course they have to be. But Klopp, there just comes a time when you have to let it go. You have to let it go. Look, Hendo and Milner can do a job off the bench. I thought actually Milner did pretty well off the bench today. I actually thought he did very well. That's where he needs to be, not starting a game because he just doesn't have the creativity. When we're playing a low block, we don't know what to do because all we can do is play it out wide and teams just know, okay, if we can just block out the wing backs, we're good. We don't have any threat down the middle, and that's the problem for us.
Yeah, absolutely. But I am going to round it off because I have noticed it was obviously 11 o'clock, and obviously I do have work in the morning. But
Doug,
Michael,
it's 1 a.m. here. I got work in 6 hours. I'm buzzing after that victory. I'm not gonna lie. I went crazy.
Yeah, try and get sleep if you can. But obviously, thank you to John, and obviously thank you very much for coming on. As well. So I do appreciate, big win for us tonight. But hopefully no more 2-1 FC. But as I said, it doesn't matter how you win.
Oh man,
it does not.
If this is how it's already gone for 5 games, I don't even know what it's going to be like after 38 games. I really can't. And then tomorrow with the transfer window, when people are going to be like, oh, he's linked to Liverpool. Oh, we're going to get him. We're going to get him. I don't even want to think about tomorrow. This is why I don't go on Twitter that much. I post and leave. Although, shout out to Dominic Rich. He said, where are the Liverpool fans at? And he jinxed it and we won. So I am going to give Dominic Rich the title today because he gave us the win for jinxing us.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely as well. Hello, Mikisa. Thank you very much for tuning in. Guys, there are 51 of you still in here. Fantastic support tonight. So thank you very, very much for that. You are right, says Ali News. 1 a.m. here as well. Good night, all. Let's hope for the best. Absolutely. And I think Happy Life meant Salah.
He meant Salah,
what I like about winning 2-1 is that we're splitting goals for other games to win 2-1 to win the league. Yes, exactly. But I'm going to leave it there. Liverpool scrape a 2-1 victory over Newcastle. I got a get out of jail free card. Let me just say that. We've probably just played our get out of jail free card. Probably way too early anyway. But, well, tomorrow I'll be live with Dan from Turf Moorhouse TV. We'll be doing the Prem Predictions Show week 6. So we'll obviously be doing that. And then at 9 o'clock tomorrow, I will be live for the last 2 hours of deadline day. Will Liverpool do any business? Well, we will obviously wait and see about that. Mike, you've got to be in the Twitter chat more. Hi, Henry. Just missed us, unfortunately. We're just obviously heading off. But thank you to everyone who's watched this evening. Fabio Carvalho saves Klopp's blushes. From the two of us, we'll see you tomorrow for deadline day. See you later. Bye-bye.